Hi, welcome back to the Backyard Woodshop. I'm Tom Ryder. Today we're going to be talking about my KREG router cabinet after 2 years, telling you what I like, what I don't like, which really there isn't much I don't like. And also to answer all the questions I've gotten over the last 2 years in this video so that people can kind of see what I'm talking about. I usually type it and describe it, but sometimes, you know, I guess it gets lost in translation. But let's first do our biggest thing is dust collection. Everybody wants to know how I got this hooked up in the back. Well, I've just got one of these Rockler router tees, I guess you'd call it. It's got a 2.5 inch and then it goes to the 4 inch, and I've just got a flexible piece of hose that I stick on there and run it over to my dust collection. The other question I get is, do I ever have any trouble with the switch? And the answer is no, I don't. It works great. It's up, easy to see, out of the way. It's behind the fence, so there's never any issues with that. I thought at one point I may have to remove it and put it back on if I was doing big panels, but I added another router fence system in the shop, so I use them both. So now if I've got something bigger than this, than the capacity of this, I have an Incra system and it'll handle up to like 25 inches. So I really don't need to move this fence now for anything too big. But I use this for a lot of edging and stuff like that. Let's twist it a little bit. And then I've got the pegboard with all my different accessories on this side. A few wrenches and things on the other side, so there's no problems there. Back to dust collection inside of here, no problems. A little bit of dust. I'd say this thing's 98% efficient. I get most of the dust out, very little stays in there. As long as you're running the dust collector, you don't have to worry about your motor getting too hot in there. I've had a question about that. I ran this thing for an hour straight, and as long as the dust collection was going, that air flowing through there, kept that motor fairly cool. I mean, it was warm, but it wasn't hot. And I've got the Porter cable, I think it's 7518 in there, I believe is the number. That thing is a workhorse, 3.25 horsepower, works great. Still have all my router bits here. These are the 1/4 inch. This thing works great. I can go over to the other table if I need to use more than one bit. They're all just there, and then when I'm done I can just put them back and come over here. Another big question I get is on the Jetsam Master Lift 2 about the Jetsam Levellers that I used. Sadly, Jetsam no longer sells those in the United States, so you can't get them if you buy a new KREG table and you want to change out the plate levelers to the Jetsam. It gives you more points of contact, and also you can put screws in here and bolt it down. If you use the KREG levelers and you use the Master Lift 2, you're just going to have to rely on gravity, which is fine. It probably would never move. I just felt better bolting it down, and it has stayed perfect since that first time. So they definitely hold. They don't move around or anything like that once it's all fastened together. So I think that's pretty much all the questions that I've gotten that I wanted to show in the video. The fence still works great. I've got all the accessories for it. I think that's it. So if you think of any other questions, you can always email me at backyardwoodshop@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment in the comments section. Also, I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I'm also on Facebook now, so I'm trying to get all the social media going. And I'm also on YouTube, obviously. So please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you would. Love to have you as a new subscriber. Or if you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much. Appreciate you watching. And until next time, I see you in the backyard.